Today I'm taking a look at the Revvstark rotary hammer. Comes with a very nice case. We got our instructions, and it does say this is an SDS-Plus. So you need to make sure that you get bits that are SDS-Plus. And by that, what I mean is, I believe this actually comes with some. Yeah. This shape right here, this is called SDS-Plus, and that is going to be compatible with this drill. Most of the rotary hammers that I've ever played with are SDS-Plus anyway, so I'm glad to see that this one is also SDS-Plus, that's going to be compatible with all of my other bits. And we can see that this one is a 12mm. We also have a 10 and an 8. And then if you just need a hammer, we have a chisel tip and we have a pointed tip. We got a wrench and we got some extra brushes. So in the event that you use this thing long enough that you got to change your brushes, you're actually going to have more brushes that you can use for that. Here is the rotary hammer. Really like this rubber they got on here. This is nice and soft. Feels better than you get with most tools these days. The red is all plastic and the body here feels like metal. We have a speed selection here on the bottom. So we go from 0 up to 5. We do have a second handle on here, which is very important because quite often you are going to need it. I really like how they actually designed that. It's going to be easy to find a spot where you can hold this comfortably. It's going to be very easy to move this thing down so you can pack it up nice and neat. Our chuck is a pull down style. I like that this is actually a separate piece from the tip. Most of the time these are all one thing. So if we want to install one, just kind of line it up, pull this down, and it should drop into place. That is a very nice feel to it. Most of these things are quite stiff, but this one is not. And then we have our selector here on the side. So you can see we got an arrow on the back. This is hammer and drill, so it's going to spin as well as hammer. This one actually has a lock on it, which is something I never see on these, which is great. And then on the other side, we have hammer only, so all it's going to do is hammer. And this is something you don't normally see. We have another selector right here on the back. So we got our front selector, we got our rear selector. We can do hammering and drilling. We can do just hammering or chiseling, and we can do just drilling, which is something you never can do with one of these. Most of these things you can either hammer or you can hammer and drill. You cannot drill just by itself. That is awesome that you can actually do that with this. So we also got some lubricant. Oh, this is neat. So we actually got a dust cup and we have got a depth gauge. So this guy comes with everything. For the depth gauge, we're going to loosen up that handle so we can spin that guy out, lock it down, and then when we put on our drill, we're going to have a spot where we know we drill to. So if you're going to be drilling into a wall, but you don't want to go out the other side, we can use this to be our stop. Now this doesn't seem to be very long for this drill, but the nice thing about it is that we know we got that hole right there. We can accommodate it, so you could basically make this out of any kind of rod. Then for the dust cover, we can just put that through our drill. And that way we don't have to worry about any dust getting into our chuck. So I'm going to start out on hammer drill, so this is going to hammer as well as drill. There's a pretty good chance that's just going to shatter this paper, but we'll see. Oh, yeah. Let's go ahead and switch this to drill only. So you can see it does still go through it, but it is a lot more gentle. It just takes a lot longer. So that's going to be one of those things, especially if you're using a great big bit and you're having problems with it, like destroying it, because hammering can be bad on those. Switching over to straight drilling can be a good idea. To hammer only. Very good stuff. That is an awesome little rotary hammer.